Ah, welcome to With Styles. Look, we're back at it again. I think I need to put this up and not myself. I saw this video that was furnished from the University of Kentucky football site, and I just had to dig in. Now, yesterday I published a broadcast about DBs and why they don't turn their head. This is a perfect example of it gives you a picture of when you can turn your head and when you are allowed to turn your head and what technique that will allow you to be able to turn your head. So, when you're in press man, honestly, anytime as a DB, it is a very stressful position, but you have to be very, very, very patient. And when you're not patient and you overreact, you set yourself up for failure. Thing about playing the position is that, and maybe I can speak more about this because I played quarterback, but the DB as a corner, you have to understand that that quarterback has to throw a damn good pass if I'm in okay position. Not great position, not elite position. If I'm in an okay position, that quarterback has to throw a really good ball to beat you because there are windows. You could be in the path of the ball. He's got to layer it over your head if you're in the path of the ball. There's a bunch of variables. Other thing is when you playing one on one is an offensive drill. It's not a defensive drill. So you should go into this drill knowing that the chances of me winning this rep is not in my favor. So therefore, why should I panic? Because in a real game situation, I got big 300-pound angry men that have a chance to be in the quarterback face. I have blitzing linebackers that have a running start. They have bad intentions. Quarterback can't sit back there with everything at his disposal, knowing what you're gonna run. He see you the whole time to throw a ball. It is a different rep in the game. So the best thing to do is not practice this as it's life or death. Practice these reps as this is a game rep. Now, you can also play in your head, like I've done, is maybe we're not blitzing, maybe we're playing single high, man under, a two-man under, anything else, then you change your technique. But for I think this is DJ Waller and Ferry. I'm gonna play at full speed first, and then we'll dig into the issues that I see. All right. So Waller at the end is in perfect position. He is, as I was talking about yesterday, he was in phase. The problem starts at the beginning because what he did wrong here set him up to not be as successful as he could have been later on the rep. First thing, it seems like he's inside leverage. Now, here's my problem with this. And maybe I'm old with an old mentality, but if there are any high school DBs that are watching this, I'm going to explain to you how I would do it and honestly how I was taught. Um, right now, there are, let's just simple say, there are two options on how you're going to play this. You're going to play this as a hard press or you're gonna soft pedal. Ooh, that's horrible. I need to get my pen. Or you're gonna soft. Whew. One thing about this software is it's not very forgiving when you're writing. Like right there, if you touch it. Soft pedal. Either or. Don't play some of one and some of the other. So if you're gonna hard press like Farrier does, because here's the deal. Here's what I want fans to see the difference, NFL and college a lot. If I am on the line of scrimmage as a DB, I'm playing hard press. If I'm a yard and a half off the receiver, I'm probably playing soft. Okay. So it looks like Waller's on the line of scrimmage. So if I'm gonna play hard press, I'm gonna shoot with my inside hand and prevent the receiver from going inside. I'm protecting my leverage, which is inside leverage. All right. So if you're gonna play hard press, if Farrier's doing this, you need to touch him. Shoot the inside hand now. So that's the problem number one. Problem number two is he shoots the outside hand. Why? So now, maybe because I'm an engineer, I don't know, biomechanically, if you shoot this hand, you close this hip. So if Farrier went inside, he could have rolled Farrier all the way inside and be fine. However, if Farrier goes outside, he locked his hips. Now he's got to work his butt off to get back to prime position. So he shoots with the outside arm, wrong arm. See how the hips are locked? Now he can't open up because he reached with the wrong arm. That goes back to panic and patience. There's no reason right here to shoot with that arm. There's no reason. Zero. So now you're playing catch up. You're already in a bad position because you're a DB. You're already going into each rep in a deficit. Now, the way you can eliminate the deficit off the start is to shoot with the right hand, inside hand. Now, when he goes out, you jammed him, you stunted his initial movement. Now I can trail and follow easier. So since he jammed with the open hand, now he's got to play catch up. Now he's got to reach. That right there. That movement, that push right there should have happened right here. If he would have shot with the inside hand, now he can push and make him wide release right now. The other thing is when you're pushing with the right hand and you're able to open your hips as he becomes even with you, now let me let it play. I can close this gap. This gap is not an advantage for a DB. That gap is an advantage for the receiver. The gap is not created by nothing but what happened right here. Because now he's in a deficit and he pushed. That push should have been, like I said there, now we can cut him off at the pass. Now he's in a problem. Because now I can't get my hands on him. We are in college. There's no PI until the ball is thrown. Now, his recovery was great, but he's got that space. If he was right, let's see how I can do. That's how I'll just draw it. If he was right here, he wins this rep. I have no doubt in the world. If he is right there, his chance of winning this rep goes up to about 80% because he affected the timing of the route by making the receiver deviate at least 3 yards. The numbers are 2 yards. So now he's at least, that might be more, that might be 4 yards deviation. So he is in good shape. He made the throw potentially further. He made the throw right now harder because now he's in the fight of the throw. All right. But now, since he's got this gap, he can manipulate you. And with this gap, you can't turn your shoulders and have contact with him as you turn your shoulders. Because right now, as I said yesterday, he's in phase, but he can't turn because he's not engaged. If he was engaged and had a hand on him, now I can do a lot of things. I can pull his jersey down when I'm in close contact. I can pull it with this hand while I turn my head around. And if I'm here and I got my hands on him, if he runs a comeback, I can feel the deceleration with my hand. Then I can feel him separating. Then I will go down. I will try to cut off that pass. But since I'm not engaged, I'm at his mercy. I'm at his mercy. I allowed him to hit me with the arm shivel, and now he is in. This is the problem I have. This is my problem. Is you are in too good a shape right here. In theory, you're even. He didn't run by you to win this rep. Even with the faux pas at the beginning, you're in good position, but because you can't get into his body, he's just going to push you off. If his Waller was closer to him, he couldn't be able to push off of him because he can't extend that arm. And in my honest opinion, all reps happen, especially press man, happens right there. That caused the problem at the end of the route in a drill where you are at a tremendous disadvantage. So I want y'all to say, that's why I call it perfect example. With where Waller is right now, he is in phase. This is the time where he should be able to turn his head around. So for all the fans and people who have asked me, why don't DBs don't turn their head around? Well, this is a situation where you are exactly right. He should be able to turn his head around. But I want you to understand the reason why he can't is because of what happened early in the play. It set him up in a position where he doesn't feel comfortable turning his head around. Because if he turns his head around now, he loses sight of Ferrier. And he has no ability to have contact on him to feel where he's going. I'm going to turn my head around and he runs a comeback. I'm beat. If I turn my head around and I'm engaged with him, I can feel the deviation from the 9 route that has been rerouted to whatever else it is. So if I'm not engaged, I can't turn my head around because I have no other senses available to me. If he's closer, if he's in the body of Ferrier, he wins this rep and he probably picks it off because he's a tall corner. That ball has to elevate above his head and have a perfect drop. And with the ball being on the throne, he definitely picks it up. So I hoping that this helped explain what I was talking about yesterday. And if I see anything else comes up on the internet, since it's kind of prime football time, I will definitely come back to the classroom and explain it again. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in again. You helped me out. My YouTube channel is Driving with Styles. You can go there. Even if you don't have an account, create an account, so I can get some more subscribers. No, that will help me out. Like, comment, subscribe, y'all. I appreciate y'all taking out the time. And